What is your concern around the Eurozone right now? Clearly, everyone's focused on infections in various countries, on lockdown measures, on the easing of lockdown measures, but more structurally, if you like, around the Eurozone. You, as well as others I know, have concerns around the sustainability of or the lack of fiscal infrastructure.
Well, I think the basic problem is that the measures that have been taken to deal with the financial stress of companies under the recession that's taking place in the second quarter, the solution has entirely consisted of measures to make sure that they don't go under, which is fine by itself. But of course, what's needed is actual spending to take the economy out of this recession. So if we take the the Eurozone economy in aggregate, and of course you focused on Germany, which is the best placed of the countries, the reduction of GDP in the first quarter we think will come out at about 1.5% to 2%, and in the second quarter at about 5%, which is a 20% annual rate, of course. And that means you by the third quarter, or indeed by the second quarter, you're already down by about 6 or 7% from the end of last year. And the question is, are we suddenly going to bounce out of that? And I think the short answer is no. People will, of course, consume a little bit more, but on the other hand, business capital spending will be down, and world trade is very weak, which means that exports, which European countries depend on to a great extent, will not be bouncing. They will almost certainly be down and depressed through most of the year. So we really depend upon spending.
What's the problem with the government spending or the government aid packages that are out there? I mean, I read that, for example, the lockdown has deprived German retailers of 30 billion euros in sales. On the other hand, the German government has fast-tracked 1 trillion euros in aid to company and workers. Is there a problem with the pipes? Are too many people gaming the system? I mean, that just doesn't add up.
No, I don't. I'm not concerned about whether the German government can afford to do what it's doing. And the Germans actually handled the 2009 recession rather well with a system they call Kurzarbeit, which means short-time working. And they're probably doing the same again now. So in that sense, the measures are okay. But the problem, of course, is that if I'm insolvent and the government supports me, that's fine. But it doesn't mean that I'm suddenly going to go out and spend money on expansion, or indeed, if I continue to be insolvent, it won't be obvious that the government will continue to support me indefinitely.